Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So, your first touch is one of the most important skills you can work on as a soccer player. So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact technique, the drills, and the routine to help you elevate your first touch to the next level. Let's go. So before we get into the actual technique, I want to explain why your first touch is so important. Because I think a lot of players underestimate it. When a ball gets played to you in a game, you have maybe 1 or 2 seconds to bring it under control. And what you do in those 1 or 2 seconds determines everything that happens next. A good first touch puts the ball exactly where you want it, in front of you, in space, ready for your next move. While a bad first touch is going to put you under pressure, and now you're scrambling, now you're rushed, and now you're not making the right decisions. Most players think that if they just work on their shooting, their dribbling, and their passing, the rest will follow. But if your first touch is letting you down, none of those other skills matter. You have the best shots in the world, but if you can't control the pass that sets it up, you can never even get to use it. The players that look calm on the ball and the ones that just seem like the game is moving slower for them, they all have one thing in common. Their first touch is excellent. So if there's one skill you need to build daily, in your daily routine, it should be this one. Alright, so before I start explaining things into too many detail, you guys just first need to know what a good first touch actually looks like. Because most beginners think that a good first touch is just ball going up and you control a dead flat just like this, and I'm just controlling it, which is mostly good, but a great first touch is when you're able to take your first touch into space behind a defender or in front of them, and that's just going to help you a lot with more time and space. So if you're able to do that, then you have a great first touch. And the key to having a great first touch, so taking it into the space, is something called cushioning. And cushioning is basically where when the ball comes to you, time it so that you bring your foot or your thigh or your chest back to absorb the ball's impact and take it into your stride. Alright, so technique number 1, which is also the most important technique for your first touch, is the inside foot control. So basically inside foot, this part here. And the reason that it's such a good technique, especially for low balls or balls on the ground, is because it's a super wide surface. So you've got a lot of margin for error. So even if you don't have the best touch, you still are able to control it pretty well. So here's how it works. When the ball is coming towards you, you first want to open up your hips to the direction that you want to take your touch towards. So once you do that, and then you're going to use the inside of your foot to make contact with the ball and push it slightly forward where you want it to take it. And as you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're using cushioning like we talked before. So bringing your foot slightly backwards before bringing it forwards to really help cushion that ball and remove too much impact from the ball. Another thing that you want to make sure you're doing is that keeping your knees bent and staying on the balls of your feet, because you don't want to be flat-footed or else it's going to be way harder to control the ball. Alright, so to practice technique number 1, you're just going to get a wall, and then you're just going to practice the motion, so passing against the wall, and then you're going to work on cushioning it and then passing it back. So make sure you're going to do 10 reps on your right and 10 reps on your left. So after technique 1, which is the inside foot, there are 3 more techniques that you need to master to really be able to have a great first touch. So the first one, or second one I should say, is with the outside foot. So you're going to use this when the ball comes at you from a slightly different angle and you need to take it into your space or away from a defender. So it's basically the same thing, just make sure you lock your ankle and just slide through at the middle of the ball. Technique number 2 is with your thigh. So you're going to use this when the ball is too high for controlling with the inside or the outside of your foot, but too low to control it with your chest. So you're just going to raise the ball and then time it so that when the ball hits your thigh, you're just going to bring your thigh slightly back, and this is going to help cushion the ball like we talked about before. Thigh is a really large surface, so it's really forgiving, and so it's really easy to control difficult balls with the thigh because of how large of a surface it is. And the last technique that you need to work on is chest control. Chest control is great for when the ball is really high and you need to bring it down quickly. So when the ball is above your hips, you make sure that you puff up your chest, and as it comes to you, cushion it with your chest. Try to angle your chest towards the area that you want the ball to end up. Make sure that you keep practicing those 3, whether that's just pinging the ball with your friends or practicing against the wall. Alright, so I want to go through the 3 biggest mistakes I see players making with their first touch, because fixing these is going to give you the fastest improvement. So, the first mistake is watching the ball after contact. This is huge. A lot of players bring the ball down and then keep looking at it, and in that moment they're completely lost of awareness and what's around them. The whole point of a good first touch is to set you up for your next move. So get in the habit of taking your first touch immediately looking up. Do that consistently and you're going to look like a completely different player. Second mistake is always touching the ball back to the same foot. Most players always control the ball with their stronger foot no matter what, but in a game, The ball is coming from every direction, and if you can only use one foot, you're going to be caught out. So practice equally with both feet. The uncomfortable foot will catch up faster than you think. And the third mistake is taking your first touch too close to your body. When the ball lands right under your feet, you can't do anything with it. You're cramped, you're slow, and you're easy to pressure. So your first touch should go out in front of you into space about half a meter to a full meter ahead. Give yourself room to work. Alright, so let me give you a few drills that you can do every single day. You don't need a teammate for any of these, just a ball and a wall. Drill 1 is the wall, pass, and cushion. Stand about 3 meters from wall, pass it in, and focus on cushioning every single return. 10 reps each foot. Drill 2 is a directional touch drill. Same wall setup, but this time when the ball comes back, take your first touch in a different direction every time, left, right, forward, and with different parts of your feet. You're training yourself to control the ball where you want it, not just where it happens to land. And the final drill is the aerial toss drill. Have someone or yourself toss the ball to you at different heights, low waist height and chest height, and control it with the appropriate surface every time. Alright, so here's how to put all of this into a daily routine. And again, this is only 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long session. First, start with the wall, pass, and cushion drill, 2 minutes alternating feet. Then, do the directional touch drill, 2 minutes. Then the aerial toss drill, 10 reps per surface. So inside foot, outside foot, thigh, and chest. The key is that you do this every day, not 3 times a week, not when you feel like it, every day. Because your first touch is a feel skill, and feel only comes from repetition. So that's the complete guide to mastering your first touch. So I just want to make sure that you guys try to do this training plan for 7 days, so just 10 minutes a day, and you will be surprised at how much you can improve. So once again, if this helped you, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment what we should do next. I'll see you guys in the next one.